Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I've learned as I have grown into the person that I am today. And I am filming some videos before I get on the road to go to my friend's funeral today. And I'm just needing to kind of sit and be calm for a few moments. I got up, I took the dogs out, I gave PP his medication. I've been kind of running around trying to find something to wear to this. And, you know, in all honesty, like, making videos today has been a good distraction for me. I have kind of a long ride ahead of me. It's about an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and a half. And I just decided that I want to kind of like just listen to some music and think about my friend. I did it last night for a while too, and you know, I was thinking about the fact that people come in our lives for different reasons, I think, you know, and it was interesting because every memory that I have of him is a fun memory, like of us, we used to go on road trips all the time, and he went with my mom and my ex and I on our very first Christmas trip to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. The reason that I wanted to do that was because I loved the movie Smoky Mountain Christmas with Dolly Parton. If you've never seen it, it's fantastic. And so he came with us to that very first trip, and we went on numerous weekends away, he and my ex and I, to casinos in Indiana, whether they were in southern Indiana or they were in northern Indiana. We drove all over the state to casinos because we had so many comps. And so we would give him a hotel room, and we had a hotel room, and then we would go eat, and we would go swimming in the swimming pools, and we would just have fun. And I was remembering that, like, he and I would play this game. So my ex would like sneak away and he would go and play the dollar slots, but we were too cheap for that. So he and I, my friend and I, would play Double Diamond Run, and it was this penny slots, right? And you would get this, I can still see it. It's like purple and yellow, and it was like this 3 bonus thing. And if you got the 3 bonuses, then you got the Double Diamond Run. And we would like yell out about the Double Diamond Run. We would play it for hours. Like, you could just play it for hours. And this was at Caesars in Indiana, which I think is now called Horseshoe or something. But anyway, and you know, we just have so much fun, and then like we would rack up so many points. So on the way back to the rooms, we would stop and get cheeseburgers, and we would all, you know, watch a movie, like one of those on-demand movies that you could get in the hotel room. It was really fun weekends, and he would come and stay with us a lot. And I was saying in my vlog last night that our guest bedroom was kind of like his room, and so like I would wake up and come out, you know, for the day, and I would see his feet because I could see down the hallway, so I could just see like the end of the bed, and I would see his feet like crossed on the bed in like jeans and shoes, like ready to go for the day, you know? And I would go in there and I'd be like, hey Scotty, what's going on? And he would always have like the newest James Patterson book with him, or one of the Harry Potter books, because he was constantly rereading the Harry Potter books. Anyway, so he would stay with us a lot on weekends, and you know, it was fun. We just had a lot of fun. And he was from Seymour, Indiana, and we would go to Seymour and stay, you know, on weekends, and we would go down there with the friends that I'm going to go to the funeral with today. And we would just like hang around, and we would go to the Walmart, we would go shoot pool at this bar called O'Brien Street, and we went down there and stayed like the weekends that our friends didn't come up to Indianapolis and stayed. And you know, it was a different era of my life. It was a different part of my life, and I look back on that part with fondness. I don't remember having huge, deep intellectual conversations with him. I don't remember us sitting around and getting into really deep conversations. Maybe we did. I just don't remember that, in all honesty. But I do know that we spent many days, weeks, hours together, you know? And I was thinking about that we all kind of serve a purpose in each other's lives for different reasons. Like, I have those friends that I have, you know, my best Judy, my best friend Tanya. I mean, she is my heartstone, my diehard, you know, all the way through. Like, she knows everything about me. I share everything with her. We have laughter. We have good times. We have fun times. She's everything to me, right? And I like to think that I'm the same for her. But then I have friends that, like, you know, I have that we're just recovery friends. Like, I just know them through sobriety, but I don't really see them outside of that. And then I have other friends that, you know, like, are more mutual, like just kind of more acquaintances with other people. Do you know what I mean? Like, we have different people in our lives for different reasons. And then I think we have some people that come in our lives just to bring fun. And, you know, this wouldn't be the first time that I have referred to him as my fun friend. And, like, I used to say that to people in the past, you know, like, I'd be like, oh my god, he's my fun friend, like, Scott is so much fun, blah, whatever. And when I would say it, I always thought it kind of, like, minimized the friendship, you know, but I was thinking about it last night. I'm gonna get teary, I think, but I was thinking about it last night, and, we really minimize the need for fun in our society, don't we? Like, we really minimize how important fun is, and good times, and laughter, and just silly books to read, and blasting Whitney Houston and singing at the top of our lungs, which we used to do in the car, and I was doing last night, driving around thinking of him. And I used to make these CDs when we would go on road trips called Divas, and I had like Divas 1 and Divas 2 and Divas 5, and so we, you know, blast this music. But I had so much fun with him. Like, that will be what I always remember in my heart, was how much fun I had with him and how much fun he brought into my life. And, you know, I think that it's great to have friends that, and he was deeply loyal as well, you know, I mean, that goes without saying, but, you know, I think it's great to have all these attributes that we look at for a friend. You know, a friend is somebody that's there when you need them, and a friend is this, and a friend is that, and that's all great, right? But do we not also need fun friends? Like, I need fun people in my life, and I need to have more fun times. I really do, you know? Like, I think sometimes in life we take life way too seriously. Like, you know, I say all the time, life is not a dress rehearsal, but that doesn't mean that you have to take every moment seriously too, you know? And I think today, the one thing that I'm going to take from my friend's life is that he was a person that enjoyed life just on such a deep level, and, you know, just really loved to have fun. And no matter what he was doing at that moment, and I do want to say this needs to be said, that my friend passed away from long-term effects of opioid use, and I shared a lot about that in my vlog. His liver and kidneys basically shut down. So that is very, very tragic and sad. The thing is that I don't know that friend. Like, I helped him after the fact, but before that, before he started doing all that, was when he and I were hanging out and when he would stay with us. And, you know, it's just, I look back at those times and I think it never had to be that way, you know? It never had to be, this never had to be the end result, which is, of course, why I'm so passionate talking about addiction and recovery. You know, and I was talking last night in my vlog at length about a lot of friends that I had that I knew, like even in sobriety, that I knew that never had picked up and used, and then all of a sudden were blown addicts, and their lives are out of control. It's very, very sad and very, very tragic. But today, I'm trying to stay focused on the fun memories of him and the happy memories of him. And I think that, you know, in any friendship that we have in life, we can be all of those things, you know, or we can be just some of them. You know, I think, like, I have another friend of mine, and I remember when my ex and I broke up, I went to go visit him, and we were sitting there talking, and I said I wanted to talk about it, and he goes, no, you don't. And I go, yeah, I do. Like, I want to have a conversation about this. Like, I was struggling with it. I wanted, you know, he goes, no, there's no reason to talk about it. You're out here. We're having fun. I was visiting him for Pride weekend, so it's Happy Pride. It's Pride month. And he goes, no, you don't really want to talk about this. That's not why you're out here. It's been months. You guys are, he didn't want to talk about it. He and I we did not have deep conversations. That was not what our friendship was about. And I said, no, I really do. And he goes, okay, you want to talk about it? Here, let's talk about it. This is what I have to say. He's your ex for a reason. And he just shut the conversation down like that. And he goes, are you ready to go do something now? Because I don't want to sit around this house anymore. And you know, I have to be so thankful to those friends of mine in my life that maybe weren't the people that were gonna be my heartstones or want to have really deep conversations with me, but they knew me well enough to know that I needed to have fun too. You know, I needed to have that aspect of life. I mean, what would my life look like if I just looked back on it and it was just esoteric after philosophical conversation in the park? I mean, how boring wouldn't it be? I mean, I need a couple double diamond runs at the casino, you know, with my friend shouting, where's that drink lady? Bring us some more pops. You know what I mean? Like, I need that. You know, I need some humongous lip balms in my life, and I need to flip fans, and I need to have fun, and all of that is so vital and so important, and we need to have fun. So as much as I sit on this channel and I talk about the fact that life is short and life is not a dress rehearsal and chase your dreams and all of that kind of stuff, and I believe that so full in my heart, I really, really do. I really, really believe that, you know? I was thinking about a friend of mine last night that kind of like reached out to me, and he and I were friends when I was like in elementary school. I might share why he reached out to me, but it was really, really funny. But I should probably ask him first before I share it. So anyway, but I was thinking about him, and I was thinking about the fact that when we were growing up, he loved the movie Oh, the one with Harrison Ford, you know what I'm talking about. Raiders of the Lost Ark. He was obsessed with that movie, right? And all he wanted to be was a movie director. Like, that's all he wanted to be. And, like, I don't really know what's going on with his life today, but I still know that he's kind of a little bit involved in that kind of stuff, like, like, making little short movies and stuff with his friends. But that's not his life today. And I thought, like, if I was sitting in front of him, what I would say is, it's never too late. Like, it is never too late. You know, get out there and do what you want to do. Look at me. Look at me. Like, I'm 46, almost 47 years old, sitting on videos, making 5 videos a day, right? And people want to actually listen to what I have to say. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, that's the crazy part. So live your life and do it with fun, you know? Do it with everything that you have. Do it with passion in your heart and have fun with it and laugh. We all need that a little bit more, you know? We can just analyze the hell out of our lives. We can, right? And there's a place for that. Like, that's important. There's a place for us looking at our lives and evaluating it and picking apart and removing toxicity from our lives and chaos. And there's a point in us doing inventory. All of that is important. All of that is very, very important, okay? But so is the need to have fun. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.